Hey, how we doing this morning? This is Pastor Kent with you, and this is Happiness in Recovery. How do we find happiness in recovery? Let's just have a word of prayer. Father, Abba, may I say and do what you want me to do, and go where you want me to go, and say these things in Yahweh's name. Amen. How do we find happiness in recovery? Well, it's a very complicated subject, and there's different ways to find happiness in recovery. But I found 10 of the most critical reasons why we find happiness in recovery. Don't blame others for making you unhappy. Take responsibility for making yourself happy. Do things that make us happy. Whatever that may be. Could be reading the Bible, could be helping others. We have to find what makes us happy in recovery. That's the key to finding happiness in recovery, is to do what makes us happy, not unhappy. If you're not happy in a place, get out of it. Nobody says that you have to stick in a place where you're not happy. Okay? Give yourself permission to make yourself happy, even if doing to others makes themselves unhappy. You can't take responsibility for everybody out there. It'd be nice, I'd like to see everybody come to the realization that I have in recovery, because I'm happy in recovery. Thirdly, make time for yourself to do the things which brings you pleasure and enjoyment in a short period of time without sacrificing your long-term goals. You have to set short, medium, and long-term goals. You have to, because it gives you something to shoot for. Okay? Fourthly, do things for others and your community without expecting anything back in return. Okay? A thank you is always appreciated, and that's all I ever ask. I don't want money, I don't want power, I don't want prestige, that's not what I want. All I want is to thank you. That's it. Fifthly, sacrifice short-term pleasures to put up with short-term discomforts when it helps you achieve your long-term gains. So sometimes our short-term pleasures we have to put off to do our goal, to get goals, to get to where we're going. Okay? I myself, I don't have a lot of time for myself through the daytime, because I'm helping others, but I love doing that. So it's not really a sacrifice for me. But I had to stop going to NA because they were upsetting me. So I had to stop going. Accept the flexibility of others as well as yourself. Sometimes things just don't work out the way we want it to. And you know what? Sometimes that can really suck, and it can really put a kibosh on how we feel, but it's part of life. 7, don't take things personally. I've had to work on this one. Um, not taking things personal. Take healthy risk, even when you might fall at things at work, in your personal responsibilities. Take a chance. I mean, seriously. I mean, when we were out there in addiction, did we fear taking a chance? How many times did we take a dare and we left ourselves vulnerable to dangerous situations? 9. It doesn't matter how much or what people think about you and what you are doing. What I do in my life doesn't necessarily have to reflect your life. Okay? I have to do what makes me happy. Okay? And maybe that's not you, and that's okay. But you know what? You need to stop poo-pooing over my stuff and poo-poo on your own side. Don't be poo-pooing on my day when you're having a bad day. Because you're having a bad day, don't poo all over mine. Okay? I don't need it. And I don't have to. There's only two opinions that matter to me. That's myself, and my God. That's the only two opinions that matter to me. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks of me. Okay? If you want to call that conceited and arrogant and stuck up, fine, go ahead. I don't consider it. I call it healthy. I don't have to listen to what you say bad about me. Okay? If you're going to give me constructive criticism instead of destructive criticism, I'm going to listen to that. And I'm going to take that under advisement. But if you're going to give me destructive criticism, I'm not going to stand there and listen to that. I'm just not. 10. See uncertainty as a challenge. Don't be afraid of it. See, this is a thing that in recovery we do. When we see something new, we go, oh my God, what am I going to do? Well, don't do that. Go headlong into it. Take a chance. Maybe it will work out, maybe it won't. But you have to take that chance. Life is all about risks and taking risks. Okay, not so that you're going to destroy your life or hurt or harm you, of course not, but you have to take those risks to be able to see where it's going to lead. And, if you get this feeling down in the pit of your stomach that this isn't right, then don't do it. Because how many times in our addiction if we get that feeling and we did it and ended up in trouble? So trust me on this. We need to learn how to be able to do things as a personal person of ourselves and what we want to do. It doesn't matter what others want us to do. Okay, we have to do what we have to do to stay clean for ourselves. And if I'm doing something that makes me happy, well, bully for me. And too bad for you if you're not. I can show you how to be happy and live a happy, joyful life. But if you're not going to want to do that, then I don't have time for you. May God bless and keep you. Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for being here with us. Bless and guide and strengthen and keep us in all that we say, in all that we do. We say these things in Yahshua's name. Amen.